What is going on, guys? Money Webby here, back again on Monday. Got a nice 9-game slate here tonight. I got it broken down for you, like always, with my money six, my 6 favorite plays on the slate. Got some top-end guys, some value plays that I'm pretty high on. There's a ton of injury news right now that could affect the slate, so obviously I'm going to have to keep an eye on that, and you guys should definitely as well keep an eye on that on Twitter or wherever you follow your news. And if anything changes with these plays, like if I like someone else due to the news coming out, some value breaking, I will pivot from one of my plays to another one, as it is 8:30 in the morning right now. So there's not any news really out there on any of the players that are questionable. But like I said, follow me on Twitter at MoneyWebby for any updates on those plays. We had that kind of situation last video where Brandon Ingram was probable when I was recording the video. Then he got downgraded to questionable. I pivoted to Derek Favors, who had a good little start to the game, but of course he got hurt and only played like 10 minutes or so like in that game. The rest of the plays were pretty good though. Karl-Anthony Towns, Jimmy Butler, and Van Vliet and McLemore had really solid games in that one. Also, TJ McConnell didn't play, so I pivoted to Aaron Holiday, who wasn't bad. He just shot really bad. He was like 5 of 18, so that could have been a much better play if he could have hit a few more shots. But all in all, it was pretty good outside of Derek Favors, the unlucky nature of injuries. But yeah, so before we get going on this one, be sure to drop a like in the video like always. It really goes a long way. It really helps me out with these videos so I can continue to bring them your way every single day. Let's try to get over 100 likes in this one. Thank you if we can do that. And let's hop right into it. So we definitely have Harden and Giannis. There's not as much value, I would say, in the slate. A lot of prices seem to be up based on guys like what they've been doing in a few of their games recently. It seems like the prices have been a little bit more fluctuating recently with a lot of guys going up. So it is kind of harder on this slate to pay up for a guy like Harden. I don't fault you for going with Giannis without Middleton there. I think he can have a really solid game. There is the question of a blowout there, obviously, against Chicago, who are a really bad team. But I think I'm going to go with Luka Doncic. Quietly, the Spurs have been really bad defensively this year, just based on their defensive rating. Luka just seems a lot safer compared to Giannis with the game script. Like, I don't see this game becoming a blowout in any way. I think it'll be pretty damn close. And Luka's been as safe as they come this year. 50-plus DraftKings points in his last 5 games there. He's had 70-plus DraftKings points in a few of the games this year. So a really good floor, a really good ceiling. He's been able to fill it up very well, almost averaging a triple-double on the season. And at 9,800, his price is down a little bit for whatever reason. And I think we'll take that value to the bank as we can pay up for some more guys alongside him to really give us a better ceiling in comparison to paying up for a guy like Harden or Giannis. And your second-tier guys don't have that same kind of upside with alongside Harden or Giannis. So I'm going to go ahead and lock in Luka there, and hopefully he can give us more value than Harden or Giannis or even Karl-Anthony Towns. But for my second guy, I'm going to go with Damian Lillard. I think this is a game where he can bounce back and have a really good outing against the Houston Rockets. He's been struggling the last few games. But earlier in the season, he was having some big-time performances of 50-plus DraftKings points in a few of those games. Got 75 against Brooklyn. And Houston Rockets, they've just been playing terrible defense, playing at a really fast pace. That's a ton of scoring in their game. So obviously a good pace uptick for Lillard, a good matchup for him, as I think he can get going in this game. And at 8,600, it is a good value considering the minutes he's been getting, considering the upside of usage he can have in this kind of game. And I think he can get it done. I mean, he owned Russell Westbrook in that playoff series, so obviously he enjoys this matchup for whatever it be worth, and I think he can get it done again here tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my second guy. Then I'm going to go with Eric Bledsoe. Actually, I wanted to put Luka at the shooting guard, so it makes it a little bit more flexible. So put him in there, then we can put Bledsoe at point guard here. So at 7,200, like I mentioned, with Chris Middleton out, Eric Bledsoe obviously gets more potential shots, more potential ability to fill it up, and just the ball in his hand a little bit more. So he had 49 DraftKings points against the same Bulls defense the other night, and the Bulls defense against guards is really bad, and Eric Bledsoe, I think, can give us big-time upside again here as long as it stays close enough for him to see over 30 minutes. I think he can have a really good game. So at 7,200, Bledsoe is always a guy that has pretty solid upside when there is an injury to whether it be Middleton out or whether it be Giannis out. Bledsoe seems to always step up, and I think he can do that again here tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as our third guy. They want to go with Myles Turner. Sabonis is currently questionable, so if Sabonis is out, that even boosts Myles Turner up even more. But I think Myles Turner could be a little bit potentially lower owned, though, if Sabonis does play. And I think Myles Turner still has really good upside, considering the matchup here against the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, their defense against centers over the years has not been very good. Jared Allen tends to give up a lot of rebounds to opposing centers, and I think Myles Turner will be taking another step forward in the offense here with all the injuries the Pacers have. Currently, there are a lot of guys questionable. Brogdon and Jeremy Lamb are questionable. I would doubt both of those guys play. I think Brogdon might be out again here tonight. Jeremy Lamb, to be determined on him, but I think Myles Turner will be a focal point in the offense, as he is one of the best matchups on the court. And Sabonis a little bit banged up. Maybe he sees a little bit less minutes, and Myles Turner can see some extra minutes here in this game and have another good outing. So I think he could be a double-double threat here tonight against Jared Allen. Like I said, it gives up a ton of rebounds to centers. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my fourth guy. Then I'm going to go with Clarkson. I think he's an interesting play. Another guy we got to kind of monitor, Larry Nance, who is currently questionable for this game, because I think if he's out, then Clarkson will just be that super usage guy off the bench, which he already is for the Cavs, but even more so where he's taking a ton of shots in only like 25 minutes. But I think he can honestly fill it up in that many minutes just because he's so active on the court when he is playing. It is a solid matchup going against New York. Their bench play is very suspect, and I think Clarkson can be able to fill it up on the bench. And if he does, or if he is able to score well on the bench, maybe he can steal some minutes, whether it be from Sexton, whether it be from Garland, or even if he gets some extra run at the three, as the Knicks do kind of play pretty guard heavy with Barrett and Ntilikina in the starting lineup. So it'll be an interesting thing to see what they do there with Jordan Clarkson. Hopefully getting some extra run, and if Larry Nance is out, definitely will get a good amount of usage off the bench to begin with. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as our fourth guy. And for my final guy, it's a little bit of a dart throw. I think we might need to wait as the day goes on for some more potential value, because there's no one that's really sticking out to me, honestly. No safe option. I mean, not safe, but there's not one guy that really sticks out to me that can really return a ton of value, honestly, on these lower end guys around 4,000 or around 3,000. But I think ENES KANTER is someone that is interesting. I mean, he is another guy similar to Jordan Clarkson. With even 20 minutes, he can get you 30 DraftKings points. He just has that kind of upside in his game because he's so active around the rim. He can get the easy putbacks and just fill it up in that nature. Just a very good rebounding center, or stats-wise at least. And I think against Phoenix here on the back-to-back, we could see ENES KANTER get a little bit extra run. I mean, he was the starting center to start the year. Whatever reason, Daniel Tice has taken over as the starting center recently, with him being back in the lineup. Tice has been playing decent, but I think ENES KANTER just has more upside than him. So I think if KANTER does play well on the bench here in this game, like he could see closer to 25 minutes maybe, like one of those kind of situations where it's so kind of up in the air who's the guy going forward, that whoever has the better night that night could see more minutes. I think ENES KANTER does have that ability here in this game. And like I said, on the back-to-back, maybe they give the bench a little bit extra run here. And ENES KANTER could be a guy that benefits from that. And he's a good value at 4,000. I mean, this is a guy that always has good upside, like I've been saying. And at 4,000, I think he could give us close to 30 DraftKings points, hopefully, if things break his way. Obviously, some risk there involved, as he did play only 15 minutes against the Warriors, which you don't love to see. But if he gets closer to 25 to 25 minutes, I think he'll be a really good value. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there. Some risk, but also some reward with him. So those are the 6 plays. You got Eric Bledsoe, Luka Doncic, Clarkson, Myles Turner, Damian Lillard, and ENES KANTER. I'll even love Myles Turner and Clarkson even more if Larry Nance is out and Sabonis is out. But obviously, we got to track those news, that news for those players as the day goes on. But good luck here tonight as of right now. Hope you guys kill it. Drop a like in the video if you enjoyed it. Over 100 likes is the goal. Thank you if we can hit that. Also, hit that subscribe button if you aren't subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on any more NBA DFS plays going forward. Appreciate it if you do that. And like I said before, follow me on Twitter at MoneyWebby for any updates on these plays as news breaks throughout the day on all these questionable guys and things like that. Even some late scratches like we saw with Okogie the other night. But good luck, and we'll see you back here again next time.